Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be talking about Oswaldo Cabrera and if the New York Yankees should send Oswaldo Cabrera down. Obviously, Oswaldo Cabrera has not gotten off to a good start in the 2023 season. He's really struggled, and it brings the question, should the Yankees send him down? They do have some players in AAA that are hitting the ball very well. Cabrera obviously does have options, so we're going to talk about it and let us know if the Yankees should send him down. We'd like to hear your take on that. So, Christian, what is your opinions on Oswaldo Cabrera and the possibility of the Yankees sending him down?
Well, the way I look at it, there's really two guys right now that are struggling. All right, two young guys, and that's Anthony Volpe and Oswaldo Cabrera. But they're in really, really different situations. Anthony Volpe, first of all, is playing a lot better than Oswaldo Cabrera. He's not doing great, but he's playing a lot better. And Anthony Volpe, we brought him up knowing he still has some developing to do, right? And he's going to get better over time in the majors, and he doesn't have to be a star player with his first 2 months in the majors. He was also the Yankees' number one prospect. Oswaldo Cabrera, he kind of came out of nowhere last year. He started playing really, really well in the minors. He got the call, and they took advantage of an opportunity and played great in the majors, right? And that's all you can ask for a young player. That's exactly what you want to see. But there's a certain point, this guy does not have an extended leash, right? Just because he came up last year and played 44 games and had a 109 OPS plus. That doesn't mean now this year he has basically the job. No. I mean, he's been worse than Joey Gallo was last year with the Yankees. I know it's not the strikeouts, but I mean, it's bad. He's a negative .6 WAR, and we're 2 months into the season. So I think if there's not really any signs of him getting better. So if we don't want to screw him over more, he needs to go back down and figure out his swing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the big thing with his swing, his big problem this season is he hasn't been getting the ball in the air. He's even said it himself. He's hitting a lot of balls on the ground, like a lot. He said it himself, like he needs to get the ball in the air. He's also only has 3 home runs, and he's just really, really been struggling. And the Yankees have gotten zero production out of left field, like almost little to none. And that was kind of going to be Oswaldo's primary position this year. And I guess he does still bring value to the Yankees from a defensive standpoint because he can play so many different positions, infield, outfield. So I think that's a big contributor for him staying on the roster. But I mean, yeah, the Yankees have gotten no production out of left field. Also, with Oswaldo Cabrera, the Yankees aren't even playing him every day now. He's playing every other day, and when he does get in there, he's hitting ninth or seventh, bottom of the order. And he just hasn't been good. And the Yankees got guys like Estevan Florial, who's tearing it up in the minor leagues. Oswaldo Peraza in AAA is like on another level right now. They have guys hitting, and I think it would be the best of both worlds for the Yankees because they would upgrade on their roster. They would get an upgrade on their roster, whether that be Oswald Peraza or Estevan Florial. And that would give Oswaldo Cabrera time to figure out in AAA, figure it out, and fix his swing. So I think it would be a win-win for both sides, and I think it's something the Yankees should do.
Yeah, you mentioned his defense. I mean, even that has not been great this year. He's in the 29th percentile, outs above average in the outfield. And even at second base, I mean, he kind of looked a little uncomfortable. And I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I mean, the Yankees are moving him around every day, but there's really been nothing going for him this year. And I just it's not a big deal sending him down. That's the bottom line, right? It's not as big of a move or as big of a decision as releasing Aaron Hicks. No, he's a young player. You send him down, and guess what? If he finds a swing, you call him right back up. Like it's not the biggest deal. We're cutting ties with this guy. No, we're sending him down to develop, work on his swing, and then hopefully come back up later and help us. And Estevian Florial, who who knows where we're gonna get. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that again, but I almost feel like you have to, right? Like, what are you gonna do with this guy? You're just gonna let him rake in AAA for the rest of his life? I don't know. I'd say call him up, give him a shot. If it doesn't work, then try and trade him at the deadline because we've seen this happen several times. And look, if that doesn't work, then go get a left fielder at the deadline. But I don't like this as Oswaldo Cabrera as our left fielder, and I don't like what it's doing for his development.
Yeah, they don't really have anyone to play left field right now. Luckily, IKF has been heating up, so he's kind of taken over that position for the time being, which is good for the Yankees. But like I said, it just seems like a win-win for both sides. Oswaldo goes down, he can work on his swing there, hopefully find his stride and get better, and the Yankees can get an upgrade on their roster or get an upgrade at that position in left field. So I think it'd be a win-win, and I definitely think it's something the Yankees need to do.